Okay, so what I want to do here is just put this tree line going through the background. So what I just got is a couple of pieces of standard bond, and I've already pre-draw my tree line out, and then all I'm going to do is now start ripping the bond along that line. And I don't have to be right on precise, because the next step I'm going to do will get me that line exactly where I want. I just want to make sure that it's in around the line I've drawn. And why I pull and rip this is because it makes a very jagged edge. And once I'm done tearing this, I'll zoom right in to it, and you can see what I mean. Okay, and that's all I want to do, is make a jagged edge. All right, so here's a close-up of the edge, and you can see how it makes a nice jagged torn, and here's my draw line. All right, so now we'll go to the next step, and what I do is I just take a X-Acto blade, and I just kind of rough up this edge so it makes kind of a stippled tree line for me. Okay, so we're zoomed right in, and you can see by pulling the paper instead of using a scissors, it creates a very jaggedy edge, nice jaggedy edge. And to accentuate that jagged edge and make it more like a tree line, I'm just taking an X-Acto blade here, and I'll start roughing up the edge. And I'm not pushing too hard. All I want is to break up the edge so it's not a straight right across line. So all right, so it's a little hard to see here, but here's our mask, and I've laid the mask down, and I've just used my mixing dishes to weigh it down, and you can see it's flowing free, and you want that so that when we hit this edge with the airbrush, the paper will vibrate around, and that's what's going to make a soft edge, not a hard, crisp edge. If you keep this tight and down right around the edge, it'll make a hard edge, and that's not what we want without that misted. So now I've just loaded up my Iwata. Okay, so just lightness. Okay, and after a couple of sprays, I'll take my hair dryer and dry it up. Just lightness. All right, in time for the big reveal. And you get a nice diffused tree line right along the back there. You can see that it's nice and diffused. There's no hard line, and that's because the paper was able to kind of wiggle around so it doesn't create a hard edge. Okay, and that's how you use a mask to create a tree line. So here's the finished piece, and you can see it creates a nice little soft tree line. It doesn't compete with the real thick forest. So that's just a quick trick. It's a nice easy mask. It's easily done, takes a short time, and a great effect. Happy painting, everybody.